Athletes, welcome back to another great day of fitness. We've got some core, we've got some ballistics, and we got some back incorporated in today's workout. So grab your stuff and let's get ready. Warm-up is starting now, so let's get to it. Athletes are gonna go ahead and hop down on the floor. We've got Brock and Becca today. They are working on the core pieces we have through this. So Brock is gonna be going through sit-ups. We've got Becca going through pelvic tilts. With our sit-ups, we're making sure that we're touching the floor behind our head. We're sitting up, touching our toes, and getting that shoulder beyond our hip crease. So don't try to cheat that range of motion and scoot your feet closer to your upper half. We need to get all the way through. We've got Becca going through pelvic tilts. Now, pelvic tilts are gonna be something that if you were an expecting athlete like Becca, she's 6 months along, we wanna make sure that we're doing safe movements that are also gonna benefit us through the length of the pregnancy. So with pelvic tilts, we're working on core engagement and also some pelvic floor engagement. Always make sure you check with your medical professional when you are going along with an exercise routine, but these are gonna be a safe and fantastic piece that we can use for core engagement through pregnancy, or if we have any kind of issues where our core is gonna be limited in what we can do. Athletes are now gonna go ahead and stand up, and we are gonna go into our box jump overs. So Brock is gonna be doing step-ups right now. What Brock has going on is he's got a knee issue, so we are gonna modify this movement to something that's gonna be safe for him. We want you to do that at home as well. So don't feel like you've gotta hit the exact standard if you're working through a limitation or an injury. Brock is specifically focusing on his transition over the box. So you notice he's got both feet on top of the box when he makes the transition, and he's not reaching full extension. You can stay low and make it quick over the box. We've got Becca working on our tuck jumps. So with the tuck jump, we are going down to a surface that's gonna be around parallel or slightly below, and then she stands going onto her tiptoes, and watch what she does with those arms. She goes off the ski jump and then back down. So make sure that you guys are doing this in a manner that's gonna be safe and controlled, and the item you're sitting to is gonna be stable. Next movement we've got is we're gonna move into our warm-up for our strict pull-ups and banded bent over rows. I'm gonna have both athletes working on banded bent over rows here. So with this, you're gonna step on top of your band. The closer our feet are together, the easier it's gonna be. The wider they are, the harder it's gonna be. Athletes are gonna get into a position with a nice flat back, and they are going to pull. When we're pulling, the dinosaurs died a long time ago, so if I see T-Rex arms at the top, we are not engaging your back. Imagine somebody has a pencil on your back and we are trying to squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then we go back down. Brock is gonna be doing strict pull-ups in the workout, so if you guys are doing that, we can do a variation of a kip swing or scap pull-ups right now if we like. But I'm gonna have these athletes do 2 more reps each, and then we are going to get ready for our workout. Grab your water, put your phone on silent, come back, we'll be ready to go. The moment you have all been waiting for, we've got our 10-second countdown. Athletes are going to go ahead and get into the position for our sit-ups or our pelvic tilts. So heading down to the floor in 3, 2, 1, and go. We've got both athletes going through 30 reps of our sit-ups or our pelvic tilts. Again, the pelvic tilts are something that it can be a little difficult to figure out the range of motion and the positioning for this. So we've got Becca with her hands on her hips, and she's getting that tactile feedback of thinking about tucking in her pelvis and then going back out. With this movement, if this feels a little strange, move your feet around. And of course, if you are an expecting athlete and you experience pain during this, we can move out of this movement and we can move on to our tuck jumps and then also our banded knee or banded bent over rows. We've got Brock working on these sit-ups. I'm gonna get Brock to move a little bit faster because I know he's got it in the tank. So when we're going through this, he's reaching behind his head. He's gonna sit all the way up and touch those toes. When we do that sit-up, we're gonna think about exhaling. We got Becca taking the lead right now, so I know Brock's about to step it up. We got Becca going into her tuck jumps. With these modified tuck jumps, we are going to go down to the box and then stand getting on our toes and making sure that we feel stable here. If you guys are worried about balance issues or anything like this, you can do it close to a wall so that you can keep a hand on that wall. Brock has moved on to his box jump overs, and like I said in the warm-up, we are doing box step overs for Brock today. He's got a little bit of a knee issue, and there is never a problem with modifying your movements to match where your body is at. If you did box jumps and you had a knee issue and it would be worse after this workout, that is not gonna benefit you. So we got Brock making quick transitions here. He's touching the top of the box with both feet and then stepping over to the other side. You notice that Brock is taking a lateral stance, which is completely allowed. If you guys want to face the box, you can do that. find the piece that feels most efficient and the safest for you. Becca is moving over into her banded bent over rows, and I'm gonna give Becca the cue of pulling with her elbows, not her hands. So we're gonna pull that band more back to our waist, just like that. And we're looking for that engagement through our upper back and our mid back. If we pull into a position here where we're pulling up, this tends to put it more on our biceps and it avoids back activation. We got Brock over on his strict pull-ups. This is where I think he's gonna take the lead. Becca's right under her pelvic tilts, so we got a close race here. On those pull-ups, when you guys are going through it, minimize the amount of swing that you have in that. We wanna keep those as strict as possible, hitting full extension at the bottom. Both athletes are on to round number 2, and we are into our sit-ups and then also our pelvic tilts. Again, when you guys are going through this movement, pelvic tilts are a movement that we haven't done before, but this is fantastic for athletes who are expecting because again, your core is experiencing a lot of changes during this time and we want to do things that are going to be safe for you and safe for the baby. Check with your doctor with different movements that you can do just to make sure that we are keeping you moving because pregnancy is not a disability. It is a time that you need to keep yourself strong, keep yourself moving, and you want to think about finding movements that you can modify from what you would normally do outside of your pregnancy. We've got Brock coming over into these sit-ups. He is working along. Becca's still in the lead here. We've got a very, very close race here. We've got Becca back into these modified tuck jumps. On the modified tuck jumps, again, we want to show control but full extension at the top of this movement. She's got her arms into this, and the cue that we give is, as you think about going off the ski jump and then back down. Brock is on to these box step overs. Again, on the box step overs, with a box jump, we would show full extension at the top. When we're going over the object, we do not have to show full extension. So figure out the most efficient way to traverse that object and get back over. If you guys are using something other than a box, make sure it's stable enough to support your weight and that it's not gonna tip on us. You notice that Brock has a very consistent transition of he's stepping up with that inside leg and then he's making the transition with the cross leg piece. Find out what works for you and try to make that repeatable for every single rep. We've got Becca back into these bent over rows. She's doing a fantastic job of pulling with her elbows and engaging that upper back as we go through the pull. Again, we don't want to make it too army by pulling with our hands. And Brock is on the chase right now. I feel this man speeding up. We're going on to our strict pull-ups here. And now we are neck and neck. If you guys are with us, we're in round number 3 right now. If you're slightly in front or slightly behind, that is completely fine. Put the effort into it that you can maintain through all of these rounds. We've got a pelvic tilt and a sit-up battle right now, so let's keep these reps going. We've got 30 reps of each, and then we're moving back into our ballistic piece of our tuck jumps or our box step over jump overs. Good job, guys. Keep it moving. You can't hear it at home, but both of these athletes are exhaling with each rep that they're doing. Make sure you're timing your movement to your breathing here. I can't wait to see who gets up first. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm on the edge of my modified box jump, my tuck jump right now. Let's go, guys. Come on, keep pushing, keep pushing. Stay steady with that. I want to see those shoulders in front of that hip crease. Get all the way up for me. We got Becca moving to her box. Brock is right behind. Becca is getting full extension at the top of each of these, and you notice that she's rocking back slightly on the box and then standing back up. Brock is moving. He's found a new gear here. I'm excited to see where this goes. Let's go, Becca. Don't you let him catch you. Becca's gonna push, push, push. And if I haven't mentioned it already, Brock and Becca are a couple. So this is a friendly competition between husband and wife. So I think whoever comes in second is doing dishes tonight. Brock, you might want to slow down because I would slow down and do the dishes, but you know, just try to do my part. Good job, guys. Keep push, 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 push. And we got Becca onto her bent over rows. Brock is a man on a mission right now. He is going, oh, here we go. This is it. Becca, you got to move. You got to push, push, push. Let's go, Brock. Get that chin over the bar. And Brock is done. Becca is done. Fantastic job, athletes. If you guys are still going at home, finish all your reps. Just because we finished doesn't mean you get to finish early. Get all those reps in. You're working fantastic. Keep pushing. We will see you in the cool down. fantastic job on that wonderful, wonderful effort on the workout that we just did. We want to thank you guys for showing up again today. If you like what you did today, make sure that you give us a like, leave a comment below on how you did in the workout, and come back for the next time. If you guys need your mobility, which you always need your mobility, do not skip this. It will be right here. So click on that, cool your body down, get yourself loosened up for another day, another workout. And if you guys are not a part of the Mayhem Athlete community, we want to invite you to join us. You'll find a like-minded group of athletes and individuals that have different goals, from bodybuilding to CrossFit to functional fitness to at-home workouts, workouts in your gym, workouts in your box. Wherever you can pick something up or move your body, we've got something that will fit that. And you will also find a lot of other people that are going to encourage you along the way. So if you're not a part of this Mayhem Athlete community, we would love to have you. Thank you again for showing up. Remember, be kind, be a good person, and we will see you at the next workout.